Good morning, investors. Welcome to the Real Estate Investor News Channel. I'm happy to be here. And today I got three great stories for you. Well, I don't know if I should call them stories, but anyways, let's get right into it. The first one is we're going to talk about the 25 best places to live in the United States 2024 2025. US News usually does this every year. They rank the top cities in the United States and to see which one's the best to live. We're gonna go over at least the top five, maybe. All right, and then for the second story, we got home sellers are cutting asking prices at highest rate since 2022. This is a report, I believe, from Redfin. And the real deal is the one that's reporting this, but it's a report out of Redfin. We're going to talk about that. And then the third story, we got struggling apartment developers pause more construction projects. This is a story that we've been kind of like following for a while. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But before we get into the stories, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you are new, welcome. This is a community for real estate investors. This is for you to get stay up to date with the latest news, with the latest trends when it comes to real estate. There's a famous saying by, I can't remember who it is, but it's a famous hockey player, that you have to go where the puck is going. Not I already messed up the phrase. You don't follow the puck. Go where the puck is going. Something like that. I butchered that phrase completely. But with by informing ourselves, we are able to know what's going to happen in real estate. By finding out what's going on in the real estate world. That's how we're able to make the best moves as investors, as homeowner, as home buyers, future home buyers, whatever that case may be. So let's get right into it. So yes, please subscribe to our channel, Spotify, YouTube. That's the way we grow, and that's the way you support. For the first story, let's talk about the 25 best places to live in the US. If I can get my screen scrolling, why is this thing going so slow? Okay, there we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's start with number five. We got Charlotte, North Carolina, with the median home price at 359, which is not terribly bad compared to other places. Number four, we got Greenville, South Carolina. So the Carolinas are killing it, according to the U.S. News report. And actually, hold on, in this other tab, actually what they were rated for. So Charlotte has a 6.8 overall score. They have a really good quality of life and 7.3 value. Charlotte is present for the urban area nestled. I don't know how you say that word. Anyways, so that's that. Uh, Greenville, same way. Greenville have an overall 6.9, so just a little bit above Charlotte, and they have better quality of life. A little less of a value, but they have a better quality of life. At number three, we got Colorado Springs. And now Colorado, it's here. It says here, the scenic mountain town was voted number one most desirable city to be to amongst respondents in a poll of more than 3,000 Americans, which is not a lot. I mean, out of really the many Americans in this country, they only did a survey with 3,000. But anyways, Colorado Springs. I mean, Colorado is a beautiful place that I plan on going one day because of the scenic mountains. But that's at number three with the median price at 394. At number two, oh, and then the score for them, let me see. Number three, 7.0 overall score. So the same as, never mind, 7.0 with a quality of life of 6.5 and a value of 7.0. At number two, we got Boise, Idaho. The area's natural diversity of foresty, canyons, mountain deserts, rivers, and lakes gives residents plenty of options for outdoor recreation during the 230 days. So it makes me think like, with Colorado Springs and Boise, Idaho being a number one, more people are moving and are valuing more, I guess, scenic cities. I mean, as you can see again with Colorado Springs and Boise, Idaho, a lot of people are probably moving out of the West Coast and moving out of the expensive East Coast, Northeast and Florida, and moving into these scenic cities where it's cheaper than they're used to. And at number one, we have Naples, Florida, surprisingly, with the median home price over $500,000. We got Naples ranked number four for desirability, obviously, probably because of the weather, and it's probably cheaper than Miami, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, all that area. And it ranked also number three for job market, which is great. Aided by the city's 3.57 unemployment rate, which is really good, actually, and nearly six-figure household incomes. The city ranks number 4 for college readiness and number 12 for crime. And we can see here they have a 7.1 overall score. So really, I mean, not too far from Boise. The quality of life 6.8 and 6.0. So that is the first story. I'll share the link. Excuse me. I'll share these two links in the show notes so you guys can go ahead and look at it at your own time. So yeah, keep that in mind for your investment deals. Keep that in mind if you're trying to move around the country. This is something to consider. I will speak on just because I live here. Huntsville, I believe they were number 1 last year. That's where I currently live. We've dropped down to number 7. And I mean, it is still growing, fast paced. But anyways, that's just Huntsville. We got to do better, Huntsville. Come on. All right. For the second story, we got home sellers are cutting asking prices at a highest rate since 2022. Let's read this. This is an interesting one. It says here, possibly, and I'm reading right here on the comments, possibly as more sellers are now willing to cut asking prices compared to any time last year, across the country, 6.4% of sellers slashed their asking price during the 4-week period ended on May 2026, according to a Redfin real estate report. That's the highest share of sellers willing to reduce their listing price since November 2022. Now, I mean, this is, oh yeah, I think a comment actually said it here. Where is it? Here it is. This guy here, Criff18 says, in other news, 93.6% of sellers didn't drop their prices. So this is really, I mean, obviously this article made us click on it, made us talk about it. But this is not a huge deal. I mean, sure. I mean, it was April 22 since we started cutting more prices, but it has not been that much of a difference. That means 90 something percent of the home buyers, of the home sellers, I'm sorry, are still getting what they asked for. And there is, I like what this lady said here, a Parasi Compass. That's her Instagram name. It says the only sellers cutting prices are the sellers who were not properly guided or refused to listen to price or at a just to price or to price. I cannot get my words together, people. To price at or just below market value to generate multiple bids above ask. Pricing's too high always results in price reduction regardless of market condition. So I agree 100% with her. So really, I mean, in reality, that 6% is people who probably listed their homes way more than asking price. And I mean, maybe not even way more. People that just listed it above the ARV, or after repair value, and they have to like cut their prices. But again, 93% of people are still getting what they list the house for. So this is really irrelevant, honestly. So yeah, that's our second story. And for our third story, we got struggling apartment developers pause more construction projects. Let's understand why that is. The combination of rising interest rates, escalation construction costs, and stagnant rent left many projects unviable. So we know that there's a lot of apartment buildings being built right now, and a lot of markets are saturated with it. That is causing a lot of people to drop their rents or incentivize tenants to try to move into their properties. Let me get some coffee right quick. I got to drink some coffee to stay energetic, people. Whew, that's good. Okay, it says in city like Worcester, I think that's how you say that, where demand for housing surge, multiple projects with thousands of units are on hold due to unaffordable economic conditions. So that's something to also keep in mind, that as home buyers are getting used to these interest rates being the way they are. A lot of them are back to buying homes. Yeah, I mean, sure, apartments did have a run back in 2021, 2022, but a lot of people are actually thinking of buying houses. A lot of people are getting more comfortable with these higher interest rates. So that's something that is also affecting multifamily. It says here, according to Jotty Matrix, the average time apartment projects spent from construction authorization to actual groundbreaking is nearly 500 days. Look at this. Hold on, let's read that again. The average time apartments projects spend from construction authorization, meaning they got permits to go through, to actual groundbreaking is nearly 500 days. That is insane. Now, of course, this is not only like paperwork, but this is also getting probably investors to invest in these projects, because a lot of investors, private lenders or big funds, are not feeling too comfortable right now about commercial space. Um, So yeah, looking here, average number of days. Okay, we already talked about this. So I don't think I have anything else highlighted, but this is something to keep in mind. I mean, I think multifamily, I do think personally it's gonna bounce back. But it's gonna have like a minor reset, and we are already experiencing that where rents are dropping a bit. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Again, I always try to keep the episodes shorter than 15 minutes, and we are at 10 minutes 28. If you haven't yet, please, please, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow myself. I'm at Ant. I think my name is down here below. So please give us a shout out. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.